Right, this is Rob Chisholm, and I thought I'd take you through some interesting ways I look at flying in thermal or thermic conditions. So here we are, we're at Devil's Dyke. It's September, not a great deal of wind. There's thermal activity. If you're not in the thermals, you tend to be sitting at launch. So you have to really go out and find them. So I sense there's a thermal kicking off, and if I stay here or can remain here quite happily, I'll probably get rewarded. The downsides are I'm right near launch, and a lot of people may take off and fly around, so I do have to be extra vigilant of what's going on around me. Obviously, I can't do 360 so close to the ridge. Mainly you might hit it, fall out the thermal, but more so you may alarm some other pilots that could well be ridge soaring or going to take off. Now, I push out a little bit. The idea is I'm going left and right bits here on little S's, getting enough altitude and when safe to do so, and I feel it's a good positive energy in the thermal. I'll do a 360, so here we go, 360 away from the ridge. But watch the yellow glider, but also watch the left, the white glider coming at me. Is that look? He's getting close. I better bank up. That could have been a bit messy. Bit low to throw the old reserve there. So where have they gone? Don't just think that's the end of it, because they've come back again. So what should I do? I've got 3 gliders, probably sensed I was going up in a thermal, and they've all taken off. The best thing to do is clear everybody, fly downwind, use a bit of speed, and all 3 gliders are away from you now. You do miss the thermal, obviously, and you go, never mind, I'll get another one, and up you go. So if you're learning to thermal and you want to make use of the thermals, it's nice really to fly with people you know and get to know pilots. So I think that's quite important. If you fly with people you can recognise, if you feel in danger at any time from any particular pilot, you'll know to give them a lot of room. Here I know these 2 guys, and we're both on, well, all 3 of us are on a right-hand 360, and that's working very well. We just have to be aware of each other, pilots from below and anybody above. But you can see that is a massive area for us to turn in. We've really, just been a bit greedy on the sky, but we're not infringing anybody's area. Now the next bit is quite interesting. It's learning how to really understand how other people approach where you are and how you respond to them. There's never any point in getting angry when you're flying. So I'm pretty much in the same place, a little bit further from the ridge and lower down this time. I'm over the bottom line where the trees are, and again I sense there's a thermal. It's not exactly big. At this point it would be nice if I went up skywards at alarming rate, because I'd clear all the people that are going to possibly venture into my little thermal. Now it's not a very big thermal, in fact maybe get 2 in there, possibly 3. So I'm going around, thermal's looking okay, I'm away from the hill, everything looks pretty joyful. Gradually I'll go up. How far, how high, don't know. The wind speeds drift on this day is very low, so we're not drifting over the hill, so I don't have to worry about drifting back into the hill and airspace of others. So this is alright. Another guy comes over, he sees me, so I'm aware of him. He's banking a little bit left there, and I'm going to say hello really, and I just shout and put my finger up. He responds with a nod, and that's good, that's reassuring. That pilot knows that I'm there, he knows that I know he's there, and we're both aware of each other. So the thermal's quite weak. We'll just see how it goes. I can get back into the thermal. The pilot appears to have left. I am wondering why he has left, because maybe he's left because he thinks there's not enough room, and that's very polite. But what's this? What's going on here? There's 2 pilots, 3 pilots. It's getting a bit busy. Where are they going? They ridge soaring? I don't know what they're going to do. Let's see. He's turning, so that's good. So maybe this pilot's come to join me. I'm not sure. It's lucky we weren't at the same altitude, because that would have been a bit frightening. So I had enough height just to continue on the turn. So gradually in this thermal, but now I've got to be extra aware. Other pilots may come. And that glider that's there in front of me, boy oh boy, he seems to be going very slow, and not really in the thermal. There's the original guy there on the right's come back, he's getting in there. And there's another guy just in front of him. Yeah, I know that guy. That's good. That's good. I can fly with them. I'd very much like to go a bit tighter now. What's this guy going to do in front? He seems to be going slower. Do I turn inside him? I don't really want to do that. That would be a bit cheeky. But the other two guys, they really want to get in this thermal. I can sense that. And we can fly quite productively together. Now that guy just on my right there, he knows what's going on. He's telling me, in fact, to go tighter. But I've got to be a bit careful because, there's a circle, if you think of that as a thermal. And I can't really go much tighter because, I don't know, this glider's got to be the slowest glider on Earth. I'm going to catch him up. I'm only on a DHV 1.2. But he's not turning. He's not turning right. I don't know. Can I turn right? Do I turn left? There's the other guy. He's climbing and he's saying go tighter. And I think I don't want to turn inside this guy in front of me. What are my options? Should I just... No, he's going left. Boy, oh boy. Just get out of the airspace, leave well alone and go somewhere else. Don't do, say, a left-hand 360. He's over there. I'm over here. There's a load of room now. So it's unfair because that pilot could be quite low airtime. I don't know. Who knows what's going through their heads? But to give yourself options to leave these scenarios and situations is quite healthy. If we were going up, say 5 meters a second, and I left the thermal, I'd most probably get in and here we are again. Look, what are you doing? Are you going to turn right? Because that's where the thermal is. I'm saying to the pilot there, can you turn right? Can you help us all out, really? No. They're turning, I don't know, they're turning so far, or taking so long to turn right, it's just going to take forever. So fly forwards a bit, give them a bit of space. You can always go back and join it or get another thermal. But never get stressed. And as I was saying before, if you're going up at 5 meters a second and really strong thermal, let's say, and you leave that thermal, the glider can become unweighted, it doesn't feel responsive, and you go down at 5 meters a second. So all else fails, leave that thermal, because other people do enter your thermals, and you may be very experienced and you may not understand low airtime pilots, a little bit more nervous. They're just starting out. So I've called another thermal. I'm going to take this one. The other guy's got the other thermal. No problems. Just start over again. Now, learning to thermal it takes a lifetime to do it properly. But here, I'm just covering more about the etiquette of flying together, how to fly safe. The downside is when you do come out the thermal and there's no more thermals coming, because remember it's thermic day, not much wind, you tend to sink quite quick. And when it sinks quite quick, you could go to the bottom, because if you watch, you'll see the ground speeds. It's not slow. I'm only on a little paraglider here. And that's quite quick ground speed, so be sure to flare extra hard.